What's up, everybody? It's Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. Look, I put out a video this morning called the AMC Easter egg, where Adam Aaron had said to exclude index funds. We owned over 90% of the float. Now, I looked at that as saying you don't put them in the equation. People disagreed with me on that. So when I got home and I got on my computer and I started doing my research, I'm fixing to share my screen and show y'all what I found out. If I'm wrong, which I'm not, because math is always 1 + 1 = 2. But if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments, because it's worse than what I thought. I was looking on the positive, bullish side. Watch this shit. Somebody has been lying to us. But here we are. Total AMC shares equals 516 million. He said to exclude index funds, but we're not going to exclude index funds. We're going to subtract what they have in shares. And that is, according to ETF.com, 38.4 million shares in ETFs. Okay. So we're going to add that to, or subtract that from the float. That leaves 477,600,000. But what about institutional holdings? According to, let's see if that's the ETF one. I've shared that one to you. Institutional holdings, institutional ownership and shareholders of AMC equals 188,408,873. So on my Excel chart, what about institutional ownership? 188,408,873 million. According to Google, on right there. If you subtract that number from what was left, you get 289,191,127 shares of AMC left outstanding. Well, what about your insider holders, like AA and the board and all them cocksuckers? They own 22,868,305 shares. Okay, this is the institutions. We're through with that. I can close that window. What about shares of AMC held by the insiders? Insiders own 22,868,305 shares, or 4.4% of the float. Okay, so there it is. Subtract 22,868,305 shares from the outstanding shares that were left, and you get 266,322,822 shares of AMC that are left outstanding. But what about your short interest? There's 107 million shares shorted. That leaves 1,159,322,822 shares, or that's 30.87% of the float. Now, how did I get that number? Right here with Google. We have 516 million shares. What percent of 516 million shares is this number? 159,322,822. 159,322,822. What percent of 516 million is that total? And it tells me that retail owns 30.87%. or 30.88% if you round it up. Now, I've seen people say 60%. Adam Aaron says that if you exclude the index funds, Y'all own over 90%. I guess that's supposed to fucking make us feel good. But if we go and we use the numbers here, total shares minus your index funds, minus your institutional holding, minus your insiders holding, minus the short interest, this leaves 1,322,822 shares, or 30.87% of the float. This is what we own, 30.87% of the float. Now, you might think that, let me unshare this now. I'll leave it there so everybody can look at it. You might think that we've lost shares, according to, from the last earnings report, where he said retail owns 80% of the float. Maybe we didn't. It's going to take a wrinkle brain to go back to that time frame to find out at that point, how much did index funds own? How much did institutional ownership have? What did insiders hold? What the short interest was? And that will tell us how many shares were left. Then you telling us that we only own 80% of 159 million, or in this point, we're over 159 million. Still only 30% of the float. So to be honest with you, in my opinion, I feel as if they were fudging the numbers to encourage us to continue to buy when we don't own no more than 30% of the float, no more than 31% of the float. So there's your numbers. And then I thought about it. I said, well, he did say excluding the index funds. But if we excluded the index funds, that's still only 38 million shares, people. I'm going to tell you now, I'm beginning to wonder if they have not seriously been fucking with us this whole time and had us believing this. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the comments down below. And I'm going to take a freaking nap. I have been up for almost 24 hours. Y'all wonder what the bags are under my eyes and why they're black and shit. But it's just because I need some rest. But there's the math drawn out. If I'm wrong, please comment down below and I will do a retraction video just like I did today from this morning. But this morning I was in my car. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. So forgive me for being wrong on that. But there's your real number, people. We own 30%, 31% of the float. I love y'all. And I was really wanting to come back and go, I was right. But according to this, every fucking body's been wrong. Unless I'm wrong with this math. But I mean, I don't see how I am. You have the index funds own shares, the institutions own shares, the insiders own shares, and there's 107 million short. So that only leaves this amount, and that's the percent of it. We own 30% of the float. And I mean, I don't know what else to tell y'all. I do have an idea of where this is going. Y'all are going to want to ask, is there going to be a short squeeze? Yes. They are going to have to cover, get back to this. They're going to have to cover this number. They have to cover 107 million shares. That's going to cause the price of the stock to go up. And if I had to guess, it's going to shoot up to around, I don't even want to go there. What do y'all think it's going to go to? Now that y'all see the real numbers, what do y'all think this stock's going to go to? I'm open to hear what y'all's suggestions are. I love y'all. And like I say, I'm here for y'all. Everything I've ever said, even when I've been incorrect, I come back and correct myself, but I do it out of love. And I'm still holding. I love y'all. Be blessed.